Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Riffs and Gigs interviews. My name is Riley, and today I'm joined by Brad and Ryan from Dead Villains. Hello, how are we doing?
Not
Hello.
bad, man.
Hello. Yeah, doing good.
So, first things first, obviously, massive congratulations on the Hitchin Metal to the Masses semi-finalists. How,
Yeah, you
how,
too. You too, mate.
I mean, thank you. I almost shouldn't be cheering you on, but
Yeah, I
it's
know, I know.
it's a nice feeling. How have you guys kind of how's what's been going on in the Dead Villains camp?
We're just kind of stoked, really, I think, to
Yeah.
get through to another round. Like we did it last year in Northants, and we got through. They were our first gigs actually as a band last year. We got thrown on as a bit of a last minute replacement. I think some other bands have bailed out or something. And we thought, yeah, screw it. We'll go and have a look, try our luck here. We didn't expect anything really from it. Got through to the final on the Northants one. We loved it. They're great gigs. There's like an awesome energy to
Mm.
them. Everyone is like obviously so keen to do with their best, and everyone's you can see there's a real excitement to it all and the rest of it. So we thought we'd try a hand at a different one, obviously, and with Hitching because we get a different crowd as well. You get our sort of selves out there and to do with different people, and yeah, so far I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed, and the actual venue's great.
Yeah,
Like
The
that
venue was
stage.
massive. The venue was so cool. Being able to play a gig in a venue like that, especially considering like the thing about I love about metal to the masses and like other like battle of the band type deals is that like they're so accessible. So having it at a venue like that where it does feel like a big venue, right? Like it is a big venue. So being able to play there and having that accessible to like bands that are just starting out, I think is awesome. I live in Bedford and we have Bedford Esquires here, but they don't do anything like that anymore. So being able to go somewhere else and do something like that is yes, this is cool. I'm glad that we have like a scene where you're allowed to, where you're able to do that kind of thing as like a beginning band. So
I was going to say I frequented Bedford Esquires a lot with my old band,
mm,
and again, great venue. But there's just something. I mean, we were frantically like, we've got a screen. What should we put on the screen? So
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
it's
You
really
don't
cool.
always
Like,
have an opportunity like that. Like
yeah,
we were playing the gig and like I didn't even like look around to notice it behind us and that, and then at the end I was like, oh wow, that looks awesome, and we like slapped that together in like 5 minutes. I think it was it's sick.
there was like 2 or 3 seconds where you do feel like a complete big shot. Like I was swaggering around like John Wayne for like 3 seconds. Like you can't help it. You can't help it because it is great. It's a fantastic stage. You've even got for a drummer myself, you got that little drum riser there as
yeah.
well, and all that. And
Hmm.
I just, yeah, you felt like on top of the world. And yeah, it's great. I'm really looking forward to like the next round, seeing what that's all about. And yeah, hopefully, obviously, fingers crossed in that, getting through to the final and seeing where it can go. Because obviously the prize at the end of it that we're all looking for, it's awesome. It's a fantastic opportunity for us to.
I was going to say, have you checked out many of the other semi-finalists at all? Because obviously the last heat was literally yesterday at the time of recording.
I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple of them. I don't know at the minute who we're going to be with yet. I don't think they've even said that yet. I don't think. But yeah, I've seen a few, and again, there's going to be a real mix of different sort of metal, and that's another great thing about it is it's not all just one brand of
Mm.
metal. You get a bit of everyone in there, and and it's great just to even spectate as just an audience member. Forget even playing, seeing this like really crazy lineup of different shit going down. Yeah, love that. And especially, when you get good crowds of people there usually as well. Especially it's on a Sunday. I was a little bit like, I was a little bit like Sunday. Like, there's no one going to be here, and yeah, I couldn't have been more wrong.
I mean,
That's,
even your guys' band, right? It was like the sort of the medieval like
mm,
metal, right? And like that's another thing I love about having like a metal to the masses or like any type of gig in an accessible venue where people are allowed to do what they want to do and express themselves in the way that they want to express themselves.
mm.
Like watching you guys, I was like, this is sick. Like the thing with the swords as well, incredible. Like, yeah, I actually love it when bands don't just focus on the sound and the music, but they also focus on the stage presence and how they actually look on stage and the actual performance that they're doing as well. I kind of I try to replicate that thing with like the mask that I wear and stuff. But it's cool when you have a specific like genre like you guys do, because you're able to do stuff like that and it fits the vibe as well, right? So there's a band from like St Albans, Hertfordshire way called Pest. They're like a two-piece punk band.
Yeah. I've seen him a couple of times.
There was a battle of the bands actually that my old band did with their band. They played at the Horn. They did a battle of the bands there, and it was so funny because they had it was their time to go on stage, and this guy comes out with an acoustic guitar and a pigeon mask on, and he starts playing like flamenco acoustic guitar, and we're all like, "What the hell is this?" I swear it was supposed to be Pest on. They kick the back door down, yeah. They come on stage, they grab his guitar and smash it, kick him off the stage, and they have like these gas masks on and stuff. But their whole vibe is that they're like pesticide control, right? Like they're trying to get rid of that kind of thing. So I love it when bands associate not just the music, like don't just work on the music, but also like the stage presence and
There's like a whole
everything surrounding
story.
that.
There's like a whole story there, isn't there? That you can really like delve into. There's like a whole narrative going on with all that stuff as well. And yeah, that feels kind of like great to see. You're not just watching music, are you? There's there's all this stuff going on, and yeah, it gives a different experience to it.
I was going to say I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure I saw Pest got quite a small intimate venue near where I'm in Peterborough, and I'm pretty sure they were there one time, but none of that theatrics of the pigeon mask. So it's great to see that they've lent into that a lot more and up to that a lot more. It's entertainment at the end of the day. You know, it's how
what people pay for, isn't it? Yeah.
And you've touched on it already, so I'll kind of follow up now. You talked about the mask, very theatrical, very kind of, again, that image. Even in the like your Spotify pictures and your profile pictures, you've got that mask and you've got that image. Where did that idea come from?
So it's quite interesting. So like I mean, everyone's like everyone always talks to me about like and the comparisons between like the mask and then like how bands like Sleep Token or Slipknot have obviously done that kind of thing before, right? But like you could also make the same argument about like bands wearing boiler suits and stuff. But the funny thing about what I just said is that my old band was called Mask, M-A-S-K, and we didn't wear masks, but we had the boiler suits on. So we've always done something like that. But for me, so the mask is a continuation of my old band Mask. So the whole like premise with that old band was that like every song that we wrote was sort of about not being true to yourself and like hiding your identity and stuff. And then the mask that I wear now in Dead Villains, the way that I've been saying it to people is that, so my stage name is Leonie. Leonie is in Dead Villains. So it's also like my solo project. So the solo project is a continuation, essentially like a sequel, essentially to my old band. And then I'm also in Dead Villains. But it's essentially just a continuation of that, like not being true to yourself and stuff. A lot of my solo music that I write is, again, sort of touches on the same themes and stuff. So that's where the mask comes from, though. It's not that the actual way it looks and stuff with the white lines and everything is actually, I can quickly show you even. It's actually
here we go.
It's sort of an Easter egg to the boiler suit that I used to wear. So this is the boiler suit I used to wear. So it's got like duct tape and stuff all over it. The idea with the duct tape was that it was supposed to be like, oh, everyone's like hurt and they patch themselves up in their own way. It doesn't matter if it's like with like addictions or getting therapy or anything like that. But the duct tape is supposed to sort of represent like doing it yourself, like patching yourself up. Obviously, that's when people are like, I don't know, emotionally vulnerable and hurt and stuff. Like everyone's been through some form of trauma, probably, and we all work on ourselves to get through that. So it's just basically just supposed to represent that. So the mask is essentially just a continuation of that, basically like sort of fixing yourself and hiding your scars, I guess.
It kind of reminds me then, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese kind of way of repairing broken things. Well, you've got like the you obviously something that's broken, you're kind of painting it all together, and obviously it's done in a way that you still see the cracks. So it's
Yes.
quite nice in that sense.
Yeah. Do you know what, actually, it's really funny. The
Go on.
mask actually
I love this.
it has a little it does have a little tiny crack in it, just there.
Nice.
But like I haven't repaired it because I'm like, why would I, you know? Ugh.
So, so what did it start out as? Did it start something that you then modified, or did you basically make it completely from scratch?
This mask here was literally I bought it off of Amazon because I'm actually going to be changing my mask soon because I like the idea of like changing it up every now and then. The mask I had before this was like a full it's like a face mask bandage thing. So it's like for like it's what like burn victims wear and stuff. I don't really know. I didn't really have any meaning behind it, like with that mask. I guess it was just something to do. But
It just looked cool. It just looked
it
fucking
did look
cool.
cool. It did look
There
cool.
is an element
And
of
then
that too, isn't there? It just looks kind of fucking cool. And you
I had
jump up
a
that front there, and
yeah.
it gives a whole character, doesn't it? There's this whole fucking character standing right there, and I think people really do enjoy it. It gives us like this extra different like angle. It is a little bit of mystery. Like, who the fuck is this guy? We've had all sorts of random guesses to like actually kind of semi-famous vocalists and whatnot, and we're like, yeah, we're not quite there, right? Like, Brad, you're great, man. You're great, but I don't know if we're semi-famous yet. We've had all sorts of guesses coming in, which is great about it, though, isn't it? It is cool. You get all sorts of questions about it and stuff, and it engages us in conversation with people that we play in front of.
Mhm.
What's the most out there guess that you've had?
Didn't you have the singer of Holy Water or something?
Um, I think someone said something about holy water. I don't know if it was in reference to the mask because I don't think about. I know someone said what was it? They said something because I think the singer of Loathe wears a mask. So someone said something like, "Is it similar to do with that?" But I personally haven't had anyone like mention anything about like who they think I am because I mean we're a relatively small band. So, but I don't know if any of the other guys have. I don't think I have.
I've definitely heard people say like, "Who is that?" and like give random guesses. But a lot of the time, I'm like half pissed because we've played. I'm now off the stage. I'm now done, and so I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool, man. Like whatever you're guessing, yeah, sure. I'm gonna go back to the bar now." But either way, yeah, I think like what you're doing there with that mask thing, I think yeah, it gives us a great sort of presence at the front, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I think you should just start saying yes to these suggestions and just seeing if people run with it on like
Definitely.
social media or something, and then you suddenly get traction from all sorts.
It could, yeah, it could be. I mean, that's also another great thing about doing the mask is, yeah, the as Ryan already said, like the mystery behind it. Having people like, yeah, be like, who is that behind there? I think it is a cool way of interacting with our audience, or like just random people that like see us or whatever. But I know some people have guessed, "Are you the singer from Mask?" which is really funny because I was the singer of Mask. So having people come up to me and being like, "Hey, yeah, you sound similar to this band. You ever listened to them before?" And I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
It is funny.
Of course, any
Yeah,
sense of mystery is going to be gone if people watch or listen to this and see who you are.
I
Oh, yeah,
mean,
there is that. Yeah, we've ruined.
I think like because I mean, when it comes to like bands like Sleep Token and stuff, I know like the reason Vessel wears the mask is because they have this whole like storyline and because it's all about like the god of sleep or something, right? Like I don't really know that too much about it, but um I remember hearing like when everyone because I think his identity did get revealed at one point. Not that I think it was revealed anyway. Like there was information about it if you looked really hard enough, but because I think I remember hearing something about how they got really sort of annoyed when it got leaked, essentially, because the whole idea is that it's not supposed to be about the guy behind the mask. It's supposed to be about what he represents and the story and stuff. And I think that's another thing to do with like what was it called when like the audience is sort of like too involved in what the artist's personal
It's
lives are.
almost like parasocial kind
That's
of.
the one. Yeah, that's the one. I don't ever. I hope that if we progress, I hope that we never get to a stage where like that happens to us because I can't imagine what that must be like to deal with. Like, you know, you're trying to create art, and then someone's like, no, 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 it's about you, and it's like, it wouldn't be about me. Yeah.
It's like I absolutely love Ghost. Again, another masked
Mm.
band.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
they unmasked for slightly different reasons.
Hmm.
Some corners of that fan base are very like just focus on the character, not the actual guy, please, please.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even like outside of music, you got like I remember that I think his name was Dream, the YouTuber. And
Yes,
like
yeah.
everyone was like trying to figure out who that guy was for ages, and then when he finally did his face reveal, it's like, oh, okay. But it's like that I think sucks because it's like that guy was just making something because he wanted to make. I don't know too much about Dream, so I'll just put my hands up. I don't know much about him, but like yeah, it just sucks when yeah that parasocial side of things like happens. But I hope that doesn't happen with us anyway.
I guess it could be something a bit like obviously you've got President now as well. I feel like that's a band where everybody's kind of accepted they know who it is, but they've just let them get on with it.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I think everyone just loves Charlie from Busted, don't they? They're going to let him get away with that one.
yeah,
We're all fond about Busted and Fight Star, so he's allowed that.
he has a pass.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. He can do that. He's a beautiful man. He can do what he wants. Why is he hiding it behind that mask, eh? Why would he do that to us?
Ah,
yeah, it's actually funny because like people have said the same thing to me, like why are you hiding behind the mask and stuff? And it's like I remember we played. It was when we played at Black Prince, and this we went out for a cigarette afterwards, and this guy came up to me and he's like, "You don't need the mask, man." Like, and I was like, "No, you're right. I don't need it. I want to do it."
Oh,
Like,
saying that, do you remember that it was that gig? We were standing next to each other in the smoking bit, and I think it might have even been the same guy, and he was saying something along the lines of, "Why are you wearing that fucking stupid thing?" And I thought he was referring to you in your mask, and it was me because I was wearing my John Deere cap. He didn't like my baseball cap. He took offense to my baseball cap. You were standing there in full, Leonie thing, and I was about to fly in there and defend you, be like, "Yo, fuck you" or whatever. And actually, I was thinking, "Oh man, he just slighted my fashion sense." Like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I'm
he has.
still I'm still gonna wear that John Deere cap, by the way. It's an absolute killer. I fucking love that cap.
I was
it
going to
is a
say
good cap.
he definitely got held up by John Deere on his way to the venue and
Mm,
just had a grudge.
exactly that. Exactly that. That is definitely something that I think I will like always remember that one, man, because I'm thinking like I didn't think that had quite, and he was really angry. He was really angry, and I'm like, I didn't think a baseball cap would elicit that sort of rage, but here we are, and it happened. So
Oh, some people. So I had obviously you've seen us. I had my get up on
yeah, yeah.
the outfit, and some guy came up to me and was just like, "Oh, all you need is the mask, and then you can be Shrek." I'm like, "Thanks."
Thanks a lot. Yeah, that was what I was fucking aiming for. Cheers.
It would make a
Like,
sick cosplay, to be
It
fair.
would, it would. I don't think I'll be able to see a thing, but
yeah,
that doesn't
You could
matter.
do a whole concept album that is just like Shrek related, and then wear
Shrek
like a
core.
Shrek mask on stage or something.
I,
That'd be cool.
I feel like if that band doesn't exist, it needs to.
Yeah, that
That
could
would be
definitely be a
sick.
side project. That is a side
Yeah,
project,
there we are.
definitely. And
I
there could be a
mean,
whole mystery to that as well. Like who is behind the Shrek garb?
isn't there a band called like is it Oakley Dokley or something like that? And it's the
Oh
Ned
yeah,
Flanders. Yeah,
The
yeah,
Ned Flanders
definitely.
band.
Yeah,
yeah. So like it is possible. Like people have done stuff that's similar. I would love to do a Toy
they're actually
Story
really
story. That'd be
popular as
sick.
well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Oakley
I
Dokley.
I'm just going back to the Toy Story one. I feel like that could actually work.
Toy Story would be sick. I like
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear on the bass. Okay, we got Woody. He's
All
the
right.
singer, obviously. Bo Peep, I think, should be shredding.
Yep.
And then
Drums.
I don't know who would do drums. Yeah, Rex or something.
Yeah, gotta be
Oh,
Rex.
And
I
you
feel
can
like
get those big inflatable dinosaur costumes, so that would work quite well.
I feel like you've got to get the little aliens in there somehow, doing something.
Mm,
But
yeah.
they can be
They could
back
be
in.
like, could that be like the fan interaction that they are the alien? They could be like, like Slipknot has the maggots. You could have the aliens as your fan base, and it becomes a whole dress up thing for your fans. I think that works.
And
You
every
know
time
what?
you
You know what? Screw this. Screw our band, man. We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this. It's gonna be a money spinner. We're gonna be famous.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking actually more about that, and I'm like, this actually would be sick because you could do like you know how like
Limitless
you have
opportunity.
like a lot of bands will go on stage and they'll have an intro before they're going down to like hard heavy breakdowns and stuff. You just have like, Buzz, look an alien.
just ooh, the claw.
Yeah, there's like
That
endless
could be one of
samples.
the song names. Okay, we need to do this. We need to get this project off the ground.
Song name.
There's a,
That's the title track of the album, mate.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, there
The
has to be. There's a
claw.
snake in my boot. A snake in my boot. There
Snake in my
has to
boot.
be.
Yeah,
There's a
Buzz, look
snake
an
in my
alien.
boot, and then just straight into breakdown right after
That
that
would
little
be.
clip.
And
I would go and see that band. That would
it
be
would
sick.
get traction because
Someone do it.
the new film's coming out. It's popular. It's
Oh,
timely.
dude.
Though, actually, thinking about it, like from that perspective, like you'd probably get sued by Disney.
Yeah.
Not
So
if
we're not
Like,
going
you
to
that's
do
hard.
this. We're not going to Disney like don't kill us.
not
But
not if you change just enough so it's enough not Toy
yeah,
Story.
yeah, yeah. We could just call it
Yeah.
Woody and Friends. Just slightly off, but enough. We need like once this is done, we need to discuss this as a project afterwards, I think.
Yeah.
I feel
After the
like this is
interview, let's talk
I
about
feel like
this.
this has
Yeah.
got traction. This has got
Yeah.
traction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Um, reading back into the interview, then obviously you competed in uh, the Northants Melt to the Masses kind of last year. Already kind of
Mm.
said that was kind of some of your first shows. How did Dead Villains come to be? How did the band kind of come together?
Well, me and Brad are like the latest additions. We were last in the door. The other guys were the remnants of another band called Bruises. Um, that was the two guitarists and bass. Then we came on board afterwards because that kind of just, went like so many bands. I'm sure, like yourself, you go in so many bands and they just kind of run their course, really. But those guys didn't want to give up, and they were pretty keen to do a kind of sound and that me and Brad are pretty into and wanting to explore. Obviously, we're all really obviously keen into like the metalcore, emo,
Mm.
and like the shoegazy thing. So yeah, because we were all sort of aligned in the kind of music we wanted to do, we've obviously come together and done this thing. But yeah, it's basically just the dead remains of another band, and yeah, we've tried to like patch it together to go forwards.
Is that kind of how the name came up as well, or
To be honest, the name was a huge list. Wasn't it just like a huge list, like 3 or 4 pages?
I have
And
a massive notes thing on my phone, literally filled with band names. So if you ever need any, hit me up because I've got loads of good
yeah,
ones.
dude, there is actually fucking loads on this thing.
Dead Villains
And
is
then
one
yeah, we
that
got it down to
resonated.
like
I
three or
think.
four, didn't
hmm.
we?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's not really any massive deep meaning or anything with Dead Villains. We like the way it sounded, and yeah, we like the opportunity for like almost the image of it
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
Because I think like you with your mask, that always comes across as a bit villainous.
Yeah.
And I think that we're going to tie that into some of our imagery as a band going forwards and that as well. Um, so that was kind of the thought behind it. But again, there's no massive sort of like big story or anything as to why Dead Villains and such were like tied to previous bands or anything like that.
I feel like talking about the visuals. One thing I really like from you guys as well is your single artwork on Spotify and streaming services. That kind of white frame, very distinct, very visual. Talk me through how that idea came up.
The actual idea itself is kind of funny. So our amazing in-house graphics designer Rob, also our rhythm guitarist, he was the one that did all of the artwork. Um, yeah, kind of funny. So the first single we released, Troll Hunter. So the picture, we basically turned up to a practice room and our guy wasn't there and we didn't have the key. And we had to basically break into his house to get the key. He gave us permission, but we had to break into his house.
Yeah,
So
he was
like,
like in a different country at the time or something. But he's like, it's fine, just jump through my window, and we basically selected the smallest person, forgive me, Brad, the smallest one of us to
yeah,
like
I am.
shove in
Yeah.
this tiny little window. And we thought this is going to be a fucking great front cover for a single or something. And then obviously, like you said, Rob did his work on it because he does some crazy good work with like that design shit.
Mhm.
And then you can barely tell what it even is. You can kind of tell it's you. but you can't tell you're
Which,
breaking and
which is
entering.
the cool thing of, I think if you look at it for long enough, you'd be like, oh, actually, I can kind of see some of the features of where, because yeah, essentially we had that idea, and then we were like, hey, why don't we do the same thing but with the other band members too? There's five of us, and we have five songs in this in this EP that we're working on. So it's like, oh, actually, this works out perfectly. So I think Troll Hunter was me. Is it Money Piece was Liam, and now Ex Girlfriend
Yeah,
was Tom, right? So.
yeah.
I don't actually know who's going to be in the next single though.
Yeah, it's either me or Rob.
You'll have to
Um,
fight to be on.
yeah, fight to the death for the next one. But yeah, we kind of like all that style as well, like the vivid coloring and that of it, and that's very much the vibe we're going down. Everything seems to like for me, it's like a chaotic kind of feel to it all. It's kind of got
Mhm.
this like there's lots of vivid, crazy colors going on, and I think that's kind of what like the vibe we're bringing as well, like from live as well, with a lot of energy, a lot of like uh I don't know, just something very, very abstract in a way we like in the art form as well, like chaotic, abstract, bit weird, bit kooky, and yeah, I think that would be probably the basis of a lot of what we do going forwards as well.
Mhm.
And and,
We
and
just
then
oh, sorry, I was gonna say we just like unveiled on our Instagram like our first like merch drop,
yes.
and the designs again were made by our in-house graphics designer Rob. Um, but obviously, the first single we released is Troll Hunter, and it's usually the first song we play on our set. So we were like, hey, let's fuck with this, might as well, right? So
Yeah.
the first merch drop that we've done, and we're going to be doing for our upcoming gigs and stuff. We're going to have these two little trolls, and it says Dead Villains on them. We were coming up with I like the idea of associating anything that we create, not just the music, but like just with the music, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, Troll Hunter, get two little cute trolls, you know. I don't know what we'll do for Money Piece, but it was probably something you could do there. Maybe me in a Money Piece wig or something, you know. But then
I
the
think
next
I think we've got big ideas for Beyblades.
big ideas for Babe. I
Yeah,
mean,
watch out for Beyblades.
the Beyblade merch drop is
Yeah,
going to be
that's
so
that the merch writes itself. The ideas for that, man, and yeah, there's going to be some big shit with that, I think.
cool.
I was going to say, now you mentioned that, I do vaguely remember I'm pretty sure it was you now, a Beyblades themed call out before a breakdown. Would that have been you?
Oh
Think
yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
I think I said let it rip or something before we go and play the song,
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. But we've had some ideas for like what we could do, like in terms of like crowd interaction and stuff. Because obviously, I think to a certain extent we're a little bit limited on what we could do. So we were like, oh, why don't we just we have a song called Beyblades? Why don't we just like get a little Beyblade arena, and then we get a couple of Beyblades, and then basically the intro to our song we could just have as like a battle
little
music as you're
Beyblade fight off.
fighting your Beyblades together or something. So
It
we
might
haven't
take off.
we haven't done that yet, but yeah, I think it'd be a cool idea to do something like that.
You almost want, and again, this is the other end of the spectrum, to a conversation I was having with another band. You almost want there to be a point in the set where the crowd moves out as if there is a pit,
Yeah,
and then two
Yeah.
people just sit in the middle and do Beyblades,
yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's the
Definitely.
pit. That's the pit.
that's the
I mean,
pit.
that would be an entirely new style of pitting that I don't think anyone's tried. That would be completely OG. And if we could pull that off,
Everyone in the audience has a Beyblade. That'd be sick.
if
Everyone
somehow we
measuring
got
each
like in the
other.
long run, we got like endorsed by Beyblade. I don't know. That'd be fucking amazing. Amazing. You know, imagine that.
have
Beyblade, hit us up. Hit us up.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any
Beyblades, guys, please.
have any band ever been endorsed by Beyblades before? You could be the first
Exactly.
one. It's
Exactly.
the big things coming. Big things coming.
It might happen.
Just cautious of time between Toy Story metal bands and Beyblades arenas.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry, we've been talking about shit, man. Sorry.
yes. I love it. It's great. I'm all for all of it. My last question for you really is, obviously you've got the Metal to the Masses semi-finals coming up. You've kind of teased working on an EP. What does the rest of the year look like for you guys?
Um, we are just hitting up anyone who will entertain our traveling band of tits to come and entertain them for half an hour. So our thing now, because we've obviously got the music coming out, that's taken care of. We want to obviously get that to as many people as possible. So we're trying as best as we can to get some sort of like tour situation going. And we're going to London, Birmingham, Bedford, St Albans. So it's kind of coming together. And I mean, we're fucking stoked about getting into London. As you may well know yourself, I mean, London's a hard nut to
Yeah,
crack to get your band into without having to pay someone or anything like that. And we've avoided all of that, and we're getting a nice spot in Camden at the
great.
Dev. So if anyone is listening, by the way, Dev, Camden, 23rd of March, May, go, please. We need all the support we can get. So yeah, we're just really focused on as many gigs as we can and getting actually who we are out there to people. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to just play to ourselves in a
Yeah,
room.
and then on the music front, can we expect the EP this year, or what's the timeline with that? As much as you can say.
I mean, the EP's almost there. I mean, the three singles are out on all the platforms and stuff, and I think we're going to round it up with another two. So it'll be a 5 track. I think we might do a little bit of something to the singles that are already out to make it feel a bit fresh and new. They might get a little bit of a reworking. So if you've already listened to them before and and you want to get you to come back to listen again, it will be sound a little bit different and whatnot because well, Brad's our in-house producer as well and all round recording maestro, and I think he's been working a lot of different tricks and whatnot to
It's,
bring
it's
to the
really
whole
funny
game.
that you bring this up because I'm literally working on
Did
some
it right
stuff
now?
right now. I've
There he
actually
is.
got I've actually got Harry from his daughter Harry with me today. She's not here at the minute. They've gone out for a break. And Leon from Sunless. Leon's guitarist is Avery Green. And Leon is also in my friend Harry's band. So I'm literally doing Harry's music today. But yeah, Leon's also here too. Yeah, man, we're working on some cool shit. I literally bought this 7 string so we can make some
Very
cool new
nice.
shit. Yeah, man. But yeah, in terms of our stuff, yeah, I'm fully like just self-taught, so I'm just kind of doing it as we go along. And you know, being able to make something that I think if the music and the songwriting is good enough, it doesn't really. Most people don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter to them like what the
Yeah.
mix is, as long as you can hear everything, right? So having people come up to me as well at gigs and stuff and being like, "Oh yeah, like your stuff sounds like it's good. It's good stuff." It's like it's not just a testament to the songwriting, but my own abilities, and that's making me be like, "Oh yeah, cool. I'm doing the right things." I don't know if you'll be able to hear some of these drums actually, but I've been mixing them, and they sound a lot bigger than some of the ones I've done before. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're fucking crazy sounding. Get good drums. Shout out.
Another endorsement,
Actually,
please. Give us money.
was even what's even funnier about me just saying get good drums actually is that Sunless, who Leon is with me today, their next single is being produced by Nolly from Get Good Drums because Avery Green has so much money. So I'm like, it's crazy. I actually can't believe that I'm associated with these people, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
asking them for tips and tricks. So if anyone needs anything producing, give me a call.
so yeah. We have Brad, and he's able to get our stuff together and put it out there in a really like quality format. So the EP will be coming out probably as a finished article. I'd say latest like mid to late summer. Like
Okay.
I think as like a complete piece or whatever. And yeah, and other than that, it's just relentless gigging. That's all we want to do is gig, 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 and then hopefully keep writing some more material as well. And that's what we want to do then going on 27, 28, indefinitely. As long as if people keep wanting to watch us and there's some interest, we'll keep doing it.
I guess when it does come to the EP release, you're all going to have to fight and see who gets to be on the front of that one.
Well, there was
Or
already like a compromise. It's like we're going to meld all of the separate singles into like one, so that all the egos of us separately will be satisfied.
All five of
There will
us.
be no need for a fight to the death, unless anyone gets any like big ideas. Their picture needs to be ever so slightly bigger. Um, then I don't know. Maybe a couple of members might die in the process. But as it stands, I think it is just going to be a nice meld, so that no one has any like tantrums.
settle it with a band Beyblade tournament.
That's it. That's it.
Not a bad idea.
It's actually not a bad idea at all.
We will not be responsible for any Beyblade associated deaths.
That won't go well for our endorsement hopes either, I don't think.
No.
Or would it?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Different
Who
dimension
knows?
to your Beyblade in.
We'll only know if they give us a call. So, Beyblade, you know what to do.
We're doing like death rated Beyblade and X rated Beyblade. Like, come in, hit us up. Give us some free Beyblades.
I mean, they have them, the Robot Wars, right? Like, you could just do that
Yeah,
on like
yeah,
a larger
yeah.
scale, right? Like
I
with
feel
the
like we've got
Beyblades.
off on another tangent, man. We could do this all day. Just
We
going
could.
about random shit.
That's what we're good at, though.
We chat a lot of shit, man. Like,
It's pretty much all of the lyricism for all of our songs is me just chatting shit. I mean, fucking the Beyblades, the first lyrics of Beyblades is literally what is it? Beyblading on a 12-story car park. It's like, what the hell does that mean?
random shit.
There's actually a reference to there's a secret underground Beyblade tournament that happens here in Bedford.
Oh.
They sometimes like every year they'll do like a couple days, literally put like a Beyblade like poster up, and then it vanishes for like a year. It's weird. It's a cool thing though.
That sounds like a Bedford thing.
Yep.
You just have to be there. Who would think
My
you need to be
hometown's
so
weird.
secretive about Beyblade?
I mean, there's only been one area that I have been to, and I've seen a policeman tackle someone on a bike, and that is Bedford. So an underground Beyblade tournament isn't too far fetched.
Just anything.
Honestly, they're
It's
probably
just the
connected.
Wild West.
Yeah. He probably stole that police officer's Beyblades, and that's why he got tackled.
Yeah. We're really sensitive about Beyblades in Bedford, man. We're really sensitive about that. Don't touch them as Beyblades.
Getting the red string and connecting the dots. But no, yeah. Like, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. We have gone on so many tangents. I've loved all of it.
No, it's our pleasure, man. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Best of luck with the Metal to the Masses semi-finals.
Yeah, hopefully see you guys in the final, man.
Yeah, hopefully I can.
Where I hope you obviously lose.
See, I can give you my wishes for the semis because we won't
Yeah, that's
be
fine.
there.
That's fine.
So the semis are fine.
Yeah. It's cool. But finally, it's back on, man. It's back on.
We'll go round back. I'll have a Beyblade by then.
Yeah.
Find it out
No,
that
seriously though. No, best of luck, man. Best
yeah,
of luck.
honestly, it'll be an absolute dream to see you guys in the final and
Awesome.
be there.
Cheers.
So thank you so
Thank you, man.
much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
No, you
You
too,
too,
mate.
man.
Thank you.